Hey everyone, welcome to my little lounge. I figured a little more casual setting would be good. A more formal setting would be good to talk about the important things. We're gonna do a head-to-head comparison between two shoes. We're gonna talk about technical details and why one is better than the other. This is where rubber meets the road on Tiffany Beer's YouTube channel. Okay, so the very first Grudge match is between the Nike Epic React and the Adidas Ultra Boost. You guys have been asking for this, so here it is. Right after the intro, we'll dive into both. Okay, let's get started. So let me explain how the scoring works. So I've come up with 12 different technical or attributes that I think are the most important when you look at buying a shoe. And so we're gonna either score them with a 1 or a 0. A 0 means that they either lost or they don't, it's not good, and a 1 means it's good. It's hard to get into any more depth of a score with shoes sometimes, and since a head-to-head competition, it'll just be easier with 1s and 0s. Let's get started. First, I'm going to tell you about the technical attributes. We have 12, right? So we have price, availability, aesthetics, upper comfort, underfoot comfort, traction, lacing system, stability, fit, quality, durability, and weight. You got all those? Don't worry. It'll populate up here with the score. Okay, let's get started. Price. This one is pretty easy. The Epic React comes in at $150. The Adidas Ultra Boost comes in at $180. Clearly, the Nike Epic React wins in the price category. I think probably the price is more in the Adidas Ultra Boost because of their partnership with Continental on the outsole, so they may have to pay royalties or leasing fees. And likewise in the Boost, it's BASF's material, so they probably have to pay a little bit more there too. But either way, Epic React wins in price, so 1 point for the Epic React. Okay, availability. Availability was pretty easy. I judged based on the availability for me to get the shoe when I went to buy them, and they were both readily available, easy to get a hold of, so I'm gonna give them both a 1 in availability. So let's go to aesthetics, which aesthetics is very difficult, right? It's basically my opinion of the aesthetics. And honestly, I think I don't have a preference really between the two shoes. One thing, I think the uppers are both okay. I tend to like the knit of the Nike upper a little bit better. It's a smaller pattern. It looks a little more refined. However, I have to say the midsoles of each, like the design in the midsole and the Boost is not a design, right? It's just the styrofoam look. It's the look of the actual material, which I like when people use the natural looks of material, but I don't like the look of styrofoam. And this little circle dot thing that they have going on in the Epic React, I don't care if computers design it. I don't care for it. So, in aesthetics, neither of them are getting points at this point. They're either both gonna get a 1 or they're both gonna get a 0. I just personally don't care between the two of them. In terms of upper comfort, this one gets a little bit trickier. So upper comfort is includes when you put the shoe on, in my mind. So when you put each of these shoes on, there is a clear winner here, and it's the Adidas Ultra Boost. It's easy to get on, and the upper comfort is totally fine. I would actually say both shoes have very good upper comfort, but the Nike Epic React is hard to get on. It's difficult to get into. You have to really pull open the throat to get into it, and so for that reason, it gets a 0, and the Adidas Ultra Boost gets a 1 in terms of upper comfort. Now, underfoot comfort. That's basically the story of the foam, right? So what you look at there is the flexibility, the foam feel, and primarily we're going to be looking at the bounciness of the React and kind of the squishiness of the Boost. Both very technical terms, bounce and squish, and both obviously not measurable. So this is very much a perception and a feel call, and they're both way better than any other foam, but I am forcing myself to make a choice here, and I'm gonna have to pick the Epic React. I just feel like it has a decent amount of squish like this, but it has a bounce back that I think feels better than the Boost. The reality is it's gonna take time to figure out which foam is preferred, and I only have about 25 miles on each shoe right now, 24, so it's gonna take much more wear than that, but initially, Epic React gets 1 point, the Adidas Ultra Boost gets 0. Though, please understand, both of these foams are far superior to anything else I've tried from either brand. Okay, let's move on to the next topic. Traction. All right, traction is kind of a no-brainer in this one. If you watched my Ultra Boost review, I love this Continental traction pattern. It just is, there's traction everywhere, and it has traction on all surfaces. It's just really great. The Epic React I was disappointed with, and I talked about this in my review too. It has clear rubber on the toe and heel, and it's just a little slippery in wet conditions. And then they say the foam is has good traction, which I didn't notice it having bad traction, but I do have concerns, especially as it wears, because it does wear away. So clearly in terms of traction, the Adidas Ultra Boost gets a point, and a big fat 0 for the Nike Epic React. Okay, we are about halfway through. If you need to hit pause and take a breather, I know this is intense, feel free to do it now and then come back and watch the rest of it. But don't forget, please watch the whole video, like, please. Okay, so moving on, let's look at the lacing system. So 2 different lacing systems on these shoes. The Ultra Boost has a cage system. The laces go through the cage, they don't go through the upper. The Epic React has just basically fuse, reinforcement, and the eye stay, and the laces go all the way through the upper. Now, I didn't feel the laces going through the upper, like I didn't feel them on the inside or anything, but this lacing system on the Epic React is really hard to adjust, and I don't like that. The Ultra Boost is very easy to adjust, very easy when you get it. You just pull the laces, they come out. Where the Ultra Boost, you really have to mess with them and pull them pretty good to get them to loosen up. So the point here is gonna go to the Adidas Ultra Boost. Okay, the next topic is stability. So I didn't feel like either shoe had an issue with stability. The Epic React has this pink heel injection kind of ran around the heel for stability, and the Adidas Ultra Boost has the torsion system. So a little bit of injection plate that goes through the bottom and up the side. It also has injection heel counter and the injection cage. All of those things are giving you stability. I think they were pretty equal in stability, so I'm gonna give them both a 1. I do not have a preference to either shoe in terms of stability. Again, after more miles, maybe I will have one, but as for now, no. Okay, next is fit. Now, fit I would consider, how did the shoes fit and feel while you're wearing them? It's very close to upper comfort. And I honestly did not have a fit issue with either shoe. Initially, this upper was a little tighter, but that was gone within a couple days. And initially, at one point, this upper felt like a little bit of pressure here, but I don't feel it anymore either. So in terms of fit, this shoe fits a little closer to your foot, I think, but it's very comfortable. This shoe has a little more room in it, but it's also very comfortable. So I'm tied on these. I'm gonna give them both a 1 in terms of fit. Quality. The next topic is quality. I really did not see a quality issue with either shoe. Again, more time might tell if there ends up being a quality issue, but they both had great quality, very little glue, very little trimming issues. I really couldn't find anything. And both being high price point running shoes, I would expect not to see any quality issues with them. So they're both gonna get a 1 for quality. Durability, this is one of the big ones, right? And honestly, the only durability issue that I'm concerned with is this midsole. It is wearing away pretty significantly for only having 20 miles on the shoe. I am a little bit concerned about that, but because Nike said it's no concern, like people ran 500 miles in the shoe, I'm not gonna list that as durability. Even though you do see it wearing away. I might regret that one day, but I really don't think you're gonna see durability issues with either of these shoes. I think they're gonna run as long as you need them to run. My biggest question is the midsole wearing away in this shoe, and if this bounce slash squishy feel lasts in the Adidas Ultra Boost. Okay, we're getting down to the last topic. So are you guys ready? This is the last measurement item. So it is weight. Before I show you that, actually, I'm gonna show you one thing. I did measure the perimeter. So I drew an outline around the perimeter of each shoe and I laid them on top of each other just for comparison. And the pink is the Ultra Boost and the black is the Epic React. And you'll notice there's not much difference between the two. So the black is a little bit narrower in the midfoot. And so the Epic React's a little narrower in the midfoot. They call that waisted. And the Adidas Ultra Boost is a little bit longer of a shoe. And this is that rubber that sticks out, so I don't really count that. But the toe is a little bit longer. You'll also notice that they have a little bit different angle to them. This was just interesting, so I thought I'd share it. It's something I like to do when I compare them. But we're not gonna score because there's really nothing to score on that. Okay, here's the last topic. Are you ready? I know you've been waiting for this. It's weight. So if you saw either of my two reviews of the Epic React or the Ultra Boost, you might already know the answer to the weight. The Epic React, each shoe weighs about 180 grams. So that's a total of 360 grams for the pair of shoes. The Ultra Boost. Now there was a little discrepancy in weight from right to left. There was a difference of 7 grams, but you still average. This right shoe was 276 grams and the left was 269. And that gives you a total of 545 grams. 359. That is literally a difference of 186 grams. And I don't know if you remember, but that's basically what this shoe weighs. So if you're gonna take these, you could also take these, but you could have a third. Yep. 3 Epic Reacts. I didn't have a third shoe, so I printed one. Cute, right? 3 Epic Reacts is equivalent to 1 pair of the Ultra Boost Adidas, and these are all in women's 7.5. So clearly the Epic React wins in the weight column. So let's give a point to the Epic React. Okay, here we go. Let's see what our final totals are. Oh my gosh. Seriously. It's so, of course we're tied. Of course we're tied. I did not plan for a tie. I did not expect a tie, to be honest, but after wearing them both, this is super disappointing because I've watched reviews of these shoes and when they say there's no difference, it pisses me off. So, we're not gonna let a tie stand. No. We're gonna have a tiebreaker. This is not soccer. So, this is what we're gonna do. The most important attributes to the consumer, I think, are price, and I'll say performance because this is a performance route. I think price, durability, and weight. All 3 of those things are super important when it comes to purchasing a shoe. So let's go back and take a look. Let's start with durability. They both got a 1 in durability, so we're tied there. If we look at price, the Epic React was $30 cheaper. So we're gonna give a point to the Epic React for that. And then the third one was weight, because weight is super important for performance. And again, the Epic React wins in that by being almost an entire shoe. You could actually have 3 Epic Reacts. It's 180 grams a pair lighter than the Adidas Ultra Boost. And you can even tell by this outline that they are the same size. They are both 7.5, women's 7.5. So there we have it. Because of the tiebreaker, which was durability, price, and weight, the 3 most important attributes when you're buying a shoe, in my opinion. Fit is very close too, obviously. The Epic React wins. So I guess I have to say, for this video, in comparing the Ultra Boost, Adidas Ultra Boost, and Nike Epic React, primarily because of weight and price, the Epic React wins. Now, yeah, the Epic React is better than the Adidas Ultra Boost. So the other thing is that we're gonna have to redo this after I get more miles on both shoes and see if we're still there, because that'll be durability. And it'll start to show your quality a little more, right? If something starts to break and fall apart. So there you have it, guys. I hope you enjoyed this very first Grudge match. And let me know in the comments and what you think. And yeah, we'll do more of these. So the reigning champion is the Epic React Flyknit. So the next shoe that comes up, which I think is probably gonna be maybe something from Puma or Under Armour, it's gotta go against this. So until someone knocks this off with the championship poll, it'll be Epic React to beat. Okay, have an awesome day. Thanks for watching. Appreciate everyone's time watching all my videos, and I love all the comments. Thank you for all the positive comments and good suggestions and tips and tricks. Okay, have an awesome day. Bye.